welcome to Blackphoenix Entertainment. I'm doing another upgrade to the Ryker. This time is my first suspension mod, and we are going to replace these crappy OEM, whatever they are, swaybar endlinks with these from Rykermod and BLRtuning. Nice and solid. So should be a pretty straightforward 10 to 15 minutes, if that, type install. What you need is a 10mm wrench for one side and either another wrench or a socket for the other side. Take the bolts out of each side, reuse the hardware, slide the new one in, and that's it. So because I only have two hands, I'm going to put one in, and then I'm going to do a side-by-side with both sway link bars, end links next to each other. There it is, installed. Here they are side by side, and once you hold both of these, you can definitely see a pretty significant difference. One of the first things I notice is the bearing part of it moves a lot more on the Rykermod's one than it does on the stock one. See here with my fingers, I can't really move that around. With this one, oh yes, I can move that around. I can't move this one around. And what I'm thinking may or may not be part of the problem. I know you guys watched my BAM 23 the movie video. I was having some weird suspension issues, and I thought it may have been a swaybar end link. I'm wondering if one of these really got binded up and stuck and it was just freaking out or something like that. I don't know, but I'm gonna get this second end link installed and we're gonna go for a ride, test this thing out. BPE style. Yeah. Alright, so here we are in the emptiest parking lot I could find. I'm gonna do some testing here. I'm gonna do just some circles, go around some of these curbs and stuff like that, some figure eights, and just really kind of try to feel out the difference of these Rykermod awesome, totally solid swaybar links and the little squishy type plastic OEM BRP Can Am end links. So let's get going. All right. Feels nice. Oh, you can definitely throw more into it. That is, let me stop for a second. I definitely feel a huge difference. It's hard to explain without ever being on a Ryker before, so the Ryker riders will understand what I'm saying when I say this, and you non-Ryker riders, I'm going to do the best I can with this. The left-right action on the Ryker is squishy, laggy, and sometimes delayed. And it's to the point where it's a real hindrance because you really can't get the full potential out of it. You're going into a turn nice and easy, you go into throttle, all of a sudden the sway bar is acting all weird, and like the VSS kicks in, like all this stuff, and it kind of shuts you down. And I wasn't really getting that on these turns. I felt it. It felt solid. It felt planted. I was pretty confident in holding the bars where they were going to stay and giving it throttle. So what I'm going to do with this run is try to get a little bit more throttle. And the VSS didn't kick in on that run. I was pretty easy with it, but I was also taking them kind of sharp. And usually the VSS system frowns upon sharp turning and throttle, and that's usually when it shuts it down. But all right, so let's see what I can do on this run. Oh, there we go. Got that wheel to lift on that one. Let's go around this pole here. Yep, and the wheel lifted on that one too. Oh man, I gotta stop. Oh man, all I can say is just doing the end links, there's an absolute night and day difference with everything. And if you guys saw from some of those test runs that I was doing, it grips up fast and the tires just want to lift. Every time I get to a certain point of the drift, the tire starts lifting and I gotta let off of it, or else bad stuff's gonna happen. And we don't want that here at BPE. But yeah, it's, oh my god, I can't explain. Just me going straight, like if you're just going in a straight line, you feel the difference. You don't get like that weird swaying. El doggo. You don't get that weird swaying and stuff like that. It just tracks straight, and when you throw it in turns, it does what it's supposed to do. You can feel confident the VSS isn't really going to kick in unless you're really moving. Like, watch. Like, that one let me just kind of stay on the throttle the whole time, which was cool. And yeah, man, this is nice. So there you go, flock. There's the install and my short-term review of this. For the money, if you need to fix any sort of OEM handling issues with your Ryker, you don't feel like it's right or it's doing weird stuff, go to BLRtuning, check out these Rykermod end links, order them, let Bill know that I sent you, and like I said, it's a 5 to 10 minute install, and for the money, for the time it's going to take you to install it, it is well worth it. And even if you don't do the BPE drifting and all that fun stuff, you'll just notice it day-to-day driving, just like corners, like just doing this little wavy thing. I can feel it because I know once it hits like that peak, it's going to respond and come back when I move the bars the other way. It's, oh man, this should be, one, it should be how the Sport comes from the factory, the Ryker Sport. Two, it should have been one of the first things that I did rather than, as much as I love power, this is a pretty, I'm going to say it again, for the money and the time, this is a pretty, God, what's the word? Pretty big mod. I'm just going to use the word big because I don't have a thesaurus or anything. So, yeah. But go down there. You can see my BLRtuning link in the description and all my other stuff. I got my Ko-fi page. You can donate through that, and I will give all that money to Moby Kit Rescue. And I still have hats. If you guys want some BPE hats, let me know. Message me on Instagram or email me or whatever. And it's $20 for a hat. All of that money again also goes to Moby Kit Rescue. I got Blackphoenix merchandise, and I got some more discount codes for my Inside Customs for some cool 3D printed stuff. With all that being said, I appreciate all of my flock, and I hope this video helps somebody out.